At the age of 10, she learned a lot many things. Once you get that news that you're becoming a mom, immediately the people around you start behaving something different.
Do you think today's women, especially like in the corporates or late 30s, and so many IVF journeys are going on, so they need it more than ever?
Before the pregnancy, because you will prepare your mind, prepare your body, prepare your soul for this new life. Nowadays, I have seen that many females are actually suffering from infertility. Okay, before infertility, we see the commonly syndrome is PCOD, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Many girls, like since at the age of 15 onward, they are suffering from PCOD.
Right.
So why these things are happening? Because they are not accepting the change. Homeopathy always says that if you are mentally happy, nobody can affect you. If you do these simple practices, like I would like to suggest a few practices here for all the females. So it is not about only the physical flexibility. It is all about your resilience, the mental strength.
If you have a positive mindset, you can sail through all the obstacles in your life. So people need to understand about the real essence of yoga.
Try to plan your baby as early as possible. Mostly during first trimester, whatever asana practice or practices of yoga that you are doing. First 3 months, that is the first trimester of pregnancy, is very critical. And if this implantation has not happened properly, there are chances of miscarriage. Try to sit down. Because nowadays, females are so restless. Do it under the observation of proper teachers. Just relax, slow down, understand yourself, understand your body. You might have seen the picture of Anushka Sharma. She did Shirshasana during the pregnancy. I was every day practicing Omkar during the pregnancy. And this simple Omkar chanting actually helped me to realize this. When I did my first sonography, God has chosen you for this.
Bringing a new life to this world is completely magic in itself.
Husband plays a very important role during your pregnancy. If he is supportive, your pregnancy will be the best phase of your life. If he is not supportive, don't ask. Try to do the meditation or mantra chanting every day, which will prepare your mind for the final phase. Enjoy each and every phase, each and every moment of your pregnancy.
Women are powerful, but when we become mothers, something shifts inside us. Today's guest is not just a homeopathic doctor, yoga master, founder of Swasti Yoga Center, but she is a mom. And she is here to talk about something that every pregnant woman needs to hear: pregnancy yoga. Not for flexibility, but for sanity, breath, strength, and for life growing inside. Let's welcome Dr. Shwetambari for our third episode of Heal Her series. First of all, welcome to Heal Her, a Healthy Pinch series. I'm so glad that you are here today for sharing your wisdom and experience, Dr. Shwetambari. Thank you for joining us in the Heal Her series today.
Hello, namaste, namo namaha. I'm truly honored to be here, and best wishes, dear Jagpreet, for this beautiful journey, whatever you have started, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Now let's start. Actually, I want to start with the real you. Like, who were you when you found out that you were pregnant?
So it was around 10 years back. This experience was very overwhelming, life-changing, you can call it as. And it's a very beautiful journey that I have gone through. You experience womanhood, literally, that time. Like, this is very commonly said that, no, when you get mother, then you will understand the feelings of mother, otherwise you will not. So to become a mother, you can call it as a blessings of God. He has given us that power and strength to have a new life within us. And He has given us this strength to nurture this life within us. So when I was pregnant, I was practicing. Still, I'm studying. I was with my last year final examination of my MD. So my daughter knows all my medicines and everything. As a sanskar, she got all the things. So she is very fond of homeopathy and my medicines and everything. Automatically, she got this kind of legacy, you can call it as, because that time I was pregnant and still my final examinations were there. So I was studying. So she has gone through this all initial phase of my pregnancy was like with this preparation of examination, being with her. So it was a very wonderful experience and she enjoyed that phase. So after, like now she is 10 years old and now I'm getting that she knows all the names of medicine very easily. understand, like very quickly she can understand this all the things. And how these all the things came, because I was doing that period, and it's a very wonderful thing. So she is my homeopath child, you can call it as.
Wow, so beautifully explained. It's whatever you are saying, it is just, making us feel that, the part of Garbh Sanskar that we teach is actually so true, because whatever you are absorbing or learning or doing, whatever actions you are doing, everything is captured by the baby in the womb itself. And so it is so easy for her to, to learn those medicine names or concepts of homeopathy. I'm so glad. And we rarely hear doctors talk with this kind of vulnerability. So thank you so much for this beautiful.
And one more thing I would like to add it here. Not only I am like just the examination was there and I'm studying. It's not like that. I'm even treating the patient simultaneously. I was consulting also simultaneously. It's a compulsory during the master examination. We are having all the practical things only, not much of theory things. So that one thing is there. And another important thing, I was simultaneously practicing yogic practices. So that's why also she is having that kind of craving for the practices of yoga. That's why she is also learning this, all the things. She is now level 2 certified yoga teacher also. At the age of 10, she learned lot many things. So this is one kind of impact, you can call it as, that she got during that phase of pregnancy. So when we are talking about, many a times females get that question that when to start yoga practices to the kids. So this is how, like, when she is in the womb, when her development was going on, that time only she understood this all the things. And these are nothing but a sanskaras. Like Garbha Sanskar is very commonly used term is there. So similarly, yoga sanskaras she got during the pregnancy.
Very true. Now let's go to the real talk section, like why pregnancy yoga now? So why is pregnancy yoga not optional anymore? Why do you as a doctor and mom say like do it no matter what?
First on, it's happened like when it is of your first pregnancy. That time many a times females get confused what to do, what not to do. They are having a lot of things going in their mind. And yes, of course, mothers are there to tell everything. Still, exposure to the yoga is very less in India.
Right.
So if they start yogic practices that time, they can understand the development that are going within consciously. And they see the physical things. Yes, okay, physically you can easily be able to observe the changes. But the internally, when we are talking about the pregnancy, female not only goes for the pregnancy, these physical changes, but she also goes through the hormonal, spiritual, mental, and the environmental also. Because once you get that news that you're becoming a mom, immediately the people around you start behaving something different, and you see that, and it's very difficult for you to digest also, because initially nobody is giving attention, paying attention to you, and suddenly everyone's attention turns to you. So these all the changes are happening that time. If you're doing these yogic practices which help to balance this,
Yeah.
which help to navigate this journey, and that's why pregnancy yoga is very much important.
Wow. That really makes a lot of sense. Do you think today's women, especially like in the corporates or late 30s, and so many IVF journeys are going on, so they need it more than ever?
Actually, nowadays, if you see as a homeopath, now many people or the practitioners are getting awareness about this yogic practices. Like take example of after COVID, the
Right.
practitioners increase. So when we are talking about this, not only for this age females or those who are going through the pregnancy, but I would like to tell each and every female actually. I'm not talking about the males much, but here each and every female, it is very mandatory to practice not only during the pregnancy but before the pregnancy, because you can prepare your mind prepare your body, prepare your soul for this new life. So when the female get pregnant, it's a kind of tremendous change that is happening within her. So these yogic practices, if you're doing before pregnancy, it will help her to cope up with this change.
Wow, it really means that, yoga helps a lot to prepare yourself for motherhood, to prepare yourself for pregnancy. So we can say it as a preconception stage, maybe 1 month ago, 3 months ago, or 1 year ago, whatever the time frame you want to give, but start practicing yoga. I think that's a takeaway from your answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
One more important thing. When we are talking about a woman or the girl child or a female,
Right.
she's always going through another change at certain duration of her age. Like take an example, at the age of puberty, the menstruation happens. That time again various kind of changes are happening within her physical body, mental body, and spiritual body. When she get married, when she become mother, again a new life.
Right.
When she attain menopause, again a different life. And at these changes of life or phases of life, you can call it as, if you do regular yoga practice, I'm not saying that you do the advanced asana that you can see on the YouTube and get injured. No, just focus on the simple practices that will help you to understand this connection of your body, mind, and soul, and which will help you to stay calm in every change of life. And if she learn to handle all the situation, it may not be difficult for her to accept this change. Because nowadays I have seen that many female are actually suffering from infertility. Okay, before infertility, we say the commonly syndrome is PCOD, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Many girls, like since at the age of 15 onward, they are suffering from PCOD.
Right.
So why these things are happening? Because they are not accepting the change. Their mind is not ready to accept this change. And that time the blockage is being formed. And that you can see at the physical level. Our science, homeopathy, always says that if you are mentally happy, nobody can affect you. If you are emotional stable, nobody make you cry. So this is how, so to make that mental happiness or mind strong, if you do these simple practices, like I would like to suggest a few practices here for all the females. If you talk, like, yes, for the girl child at the age of 12, if you ask her to do, yes, it is very difficult to convince her to do yogic practices, to make her sit and do the certain asanas. It's very difficult, it's challenging, but as a mother, you can do it.
Right.
That time she's not able to understand the importance of it. But when she starts doing at that age, and if she continues this practice, at every phase of life, she can easily be able to move. So it is not about only the physical flexibility. It is all about your resilience, the mental strength.
Right.
So that is one important thing. And the which practices, simple practices, like some stretching of every joint every day with the breath, and the breath works, breathing practices, and that is also the simple practices, alternate nostril breathing. If you do for 1 minute, 2 minutes regularly with the discipline, you can see tremendous change at every level, every layer of you.
That was a very fresh perspective on how our girls are getting affected from PCOS. Like, if you're not mentally accepting it and it shows in the physical level, that's a real takeaway actually, because everything starts from mind itself. If you have a positive mindset, you can sail through all the obstacles in your life. So yes, definitely we should be taking care of our mental health with the physical health, because mostly in yoga people see that we have to only perform the asanas, but it is much more than that. And so people need to understand about the real essence of yoga, what is yoga all about. so that you can have that effect on your body, soul. Now let's
And
move
one
on.
more thing that
Yeah.
related to this topic that we were discussing, just I got one point. Like nowadays, if we see, you just asked that question, late 30s, and many females are undergoing to the IVF. So, what is the role of yoga in these situations of life? So, first of all, it is very important to understand like you are having certain fertility period of your life,
Right.
and if you measure that, try to plan your baby as early as possible. Because if you see at the age of 35, 37, or 40, if you are getting pregnant, that time the eggs, the female gametes, that becomes poor, or you can say it as the quality of the eggs
Yeah.
goes down. So if you plan your pregnancy, at least first pregnancy before 30, that would be great. Okay, I'm not saying that okay, why are you saying that only before 30? How is it possible? I have to marry and then I'm thinking of pregnancy. And some females are maybe they wanted to have a baby before 30, but due to certain issues, stress, tension, worry, whatever issues they are having, mental, physical, that time, yes, IVF is a miracle. It is a miracle of science. Everyone can have baby.
Yes.
So I'm not saying that that is bad. But if you try to conceive naturally, yes, please give time to yourself to have a natural conceive. If still it is not happening, yes, there are options are open. Yes, about the egg I'm talking about, yes, as age grows, the quality goes down. But by medicines nowadays, as if you are doing the IVF, that is external thing that you are doing. So by medicines, you can improve the qualities of egg also. So that also possible. But if you conceive naturally, there are certain kind of changes that are naturally and normally happening within the female's body that you can experience. But if you go for the artificial one, that time you need to take a hormone injection and not many things are there. Yes, I'm not saying that that side is bad. Okay, but first go for the normal one. First try to have these things in proper time. So you need to do the calculations. Many times I have seen that they give importance to the career and they say that if I can do the career, I can earn the money, I'm having everything, I can do the pregnancy as per my wish.
Yeah.
But pregnancy is a physiological phenomenon. Always keep it in mind. It's not under your controls or anyone's controls. Many times you may have heard that females are saying, oh, my cycle is regular, I can control my pregnancy. But
Yeah.
if you are having some pills or something to prevent pregnancy earlier, and then suddenly you are stopping, then your body also need time to acclimatize. So it is very difficult to have immediate pregnancy then.
Right.
And because of stoppage of these hormonal pills, sometimes it gives you side effects also. So you need to choose. Yes, you are having all the strength and power. I'm not saying that you are lacking anywhere. But you need to calculate that. Because time is the thing that we cannot control. So
That
once it's went.
And that's a really good advice for all the 30 plus women. So, yeah, let's move to the next segment of this podcast. It's about hot topics and trending questions that are all about in on the social media or in every woman's mind. So, the very first question is it safe to do yoga in all the trimesters?
So, as a yoga master as well as doctor, I would like to ask them, doing yoga is a good thing for you or bad thing? It is good for your body or bad for your body?
Obviously, it's good.
It's good.
Right.
Second, it's a normal physiological phenomenon. Like you are doing activities of raising hand, keeping hand down, or you're eating, or you're passing motion. menstruation is happening, similarly physiological phenomenon is pregnancy.
Right.
So it is a part of your body. If you are saying yoga is good for your body, then how will it affect to your baby? Is it possible? No. But when it will affect your baby, when you do the certain practices that are contraindicated or that harmful during that situation period, like during pregnancy, you are having severe cramps and you are doing advanced asanas. Yes or no?
Yes.
Similar thing is there, your body is having something, new life is there within you. So you have to take care of that life and practice yoga. Everything will be fine. So start with the simple practices. No need to go for the physical exercises, advanced exercises. Just do the simple practices. Definitely it will help your baby.
Wow. That's a great takeaway again. Next, let's move to another one. What are the biggest myths around yoga during pregnancy?
Yeah. First, commonest myth is what? If you do yoga, it harm your baby. This is very commonly I have heard, and mostly it's from the mothers and the grannies. They usually say that why to do this, don't do this, very confidently, and as if they know everything about the yoga. But they don't know. They are having that misconception that yoga means inversion, yoga means the asanas that you're doing, exerting yourself, and already female body required that proper rest during the pregnancy, proper amount of nutrition during the pregnancy. That time, instead of giving attention to these changes, these things, she is giving attention to the exercises, and that's why they are having that myth in their mind.
Yeah. Next is about what poses should be avoided in general and what's completely safe to practice.
So everybody knows where is our womb. Now where is your baby? So feel that baby. Give your hand and protect it, that baby with your hand, and do all the asanas whichever comfortable for you. So, for example, do not lie down abdomen. Do not do any asana where you're keeping pressure on your abdomen. Mostly during first trimester, whatever asana practice or practices of yoga that you are doing, do it slowly, gently. With the take care of this new life which is growing within. Because why I'm saying that, first 3 months, that is the first trimester of pregnancy, is very critical. In that phase, the embryo first is growing, multiplication of the cells is happening, and the important thing is implantation of embryo into the uterus is happening during this.
Yeah.
And if this implantation has not happened properly, there are chances of miscarriage.
Right.
You may get bleeding also. So to prevent these conditions, one should do the certain yoga practices that help to promote this kind of implantation. Implantation means what? In simple language, our womb is nothing but a bag.
Yeah.
And when we are talking about the embryo, is nothing but a ball. But the bag is there, ball is inside. It should be attached to one place, no?
Right.
If it is not being attached, there are chances it will move and then go down and it will go out of the body also. So to protect and to prevent that condition, naturally our body tries to bind that ball to the uterine sac, and that is called as implantation. And this implantation is nothing but exchange of nutrients from mother to baby.
Right.
Till now, that you can call it as baby, small baby is growing their own. But once it becomes with the 64 cells, it get implanted with the uterus, get attached with the uterus. And then all the nutrients, whatever baby is getting, is all from the mother's circulation. So when we are talking about the yoga, yogic practices, avoiding practices that we have discussed. The simple practices, as a start with, first try to sit down, because nowadays females are so restless. They wanted to go here and there, they wanted to travel, and it's not like that. It's because of this hustle bustle of life. They are so busy, they have to handle home, they have to handle office, everything they need to do, and in their mind this cycle is always going, and because of this all the thoughts, they forget about their things, and it happens all the time. You cannot keep, no, you are pregnant. So that time, just the simple practice is to sit, calm down your mind, focus your mind on your breath, just observe the prana which is going in and out through the body. Feel that prana. This is a simple practice that you can start with. Then first trimester, you can do the stretching practices, like you can do the Tadasana, then lateral stretching. You can start with the breathing practices, breath works, abdominal breathing, thoracic breathing, clavicular breathing. These kind of breath works will help you. You can start with the alternate nostril breathing. Do it for first 3 months. It is very helpful because it helps to improve the energy circulation toward the baby. These are the simple things that you can start with. But when you are doing these all the things, please do it under proper guidance. As a doctor, I would like to suggest that, because nowadays the females are getting babies but with a lot of efforts, and they are having only 1 or 2 child. That time they are very emotionally connected with their babies.
Yes.
So do not do your practices by your own. Do it under the observation of proper teachers, those who know this all the things, changes happening in the female's life, those who understand this connection. Do these practices with them. Then you can easily and you can enjoy this process. Otherwise, all the time in your mind, this thought is going on whether I'm doing correct or not, whether it is good for my baby or not. And this fear is always there and it tortures us. Instead of getting benefit, you may get side effect of it. So always have these all the practices with your proper teacher, yoga guru, pregnancy yoga teachers are there. You can do it under their observation.
Great. As you said, like it's a physiological change in our female bodies. So there are a lot of physical changes, emotional changes going on. And mostly what happens in today's hustle and bustle, women actually get a lot of stress due to work or like too much, being too much active, So how do you handle emotional breakdowns or mental stress during this pregnancy phase?
So when you get many a time stress, you are not able to balance. And if you could able to understand word balance means what, then you will not get this kind of issues. What we are doing in our day-to-day life, we wanted to go for everything. We wanted to do everything. But when we are talking about the balance, means what? Prioritize your work. Do that activities which are most important.
Right.
Do it one by one. But it is a female tendency, mostly in Indian females, they wanted to become a superwoman. So still they are pregnant, they are doing all the things. They are handling all the housework, they are handling office, everything. And after coming home, they think that no, I have to give time for baby. And they try to do after whole of the exertion of the day, and after that they start doing yoga practices. I have seen that.
Yeah.
So that time, what is most important thing that you and your baby is required?
Yes.
Just be calm, be with each other. That time you just sit quietly, observe the changes that are happening within. Try to observe your baby, new life which is growing within. You can feel with your hand, you can experience that life within. So you can just sit, keep your mind calm, focus on your breath and try to connect with your baby. And you can do then affirmations that also will help you a lot. Just a simple affirmation that now I am becoming a mother. The bond between me and my baby is the strongest bond. I am a peaceful soul. I am having that strength to nurture this new life. My baby is happy and healthy. He is growing very well within me. I can experience his each and every development, and I am enjoying this phase of my life. This certain just affirmation also can create this kind of bonding within you and your baby. So after this hustle bustle of the day, you just sit quietly. No need to do that time anything. Just do this certain practices. So they wanted, after whole days of physical exertion, they wanted to do more physical exertion with the yogic practices, and they are so restless. Like if the teacher is saying that no, okay, you did these all the things for a whole day, now sit quietly. I will tell you this kind of meditation we will do together, and they are like mothers are asking, you don't know anything. So this is my experience. They come to me and they are saying that, ma'am, you don't know anything. We want physical exercise. So this is very wrong. Okay. At that moment or few days later, you may not experience this kind of stress or worry or this. You will feel energetic for a few days. But if you do continuously this overexertion, then at the time of delivery, you'll feel that weakness. No, I cannot do anything. And that time only you require more energy,
Right. Definitely.
So this is very important to understand. So sometimes I think that just relax, slow down, understand yourself, understand your body, and then work. But the world for us is what? The people around us. You see, your friend was pregnant and she was doing this kind of practices. You might have seen the picture of Anushka Sharma. She did Shirshasana during the pregnancy.
Yes.
This kind of misconception you keep in your mind and you try to copy that. But she was practicing Shirshasana every day, So for her, it's okay. But you suddenly start with the Shirshasana, it will affect you.
Definitely.
But nobody thinks about it. So it is very important to have someone will realize you that. And that work, yoga teacher will do.
Yes. Even in my experience, I've seen like a few of the yoga students, like pregnant ladies, when we try to make them meditate or do some breathing practices, they are like, we don't want this stuff. We don't want to do mantra chanting. We want to do physical practices. Teach us some, like physical asanas that will help us. So they are actually not ready to accept only that what will actually help in their pregnancy, even after joining or working under a pregnancy yoga expert. So there is that, a gap. I think we as yoga practitioners, we should be making people aware, and that's actually my motive to start this Heal Her series, because I want to help the female fraternity who are actually struggling a lot in work and their other like personal life. So they should keep that balance. As you said, if they are balanced, everything would be peaceful and happier. So definitely everything starts from the mind, and yoga practices do help to calm down your mind, and that's why it's not only about asana practice is what I feel. It's more about the breath work and the meditative practices that helps a lot in the female health. Okay, so the next one, you have practiced yoga deeply. Was there a specific moment during your pregnancy where yoga saved you?
Like during my pregnancy, I have experienced a lot many changes. First important that is I was having a lot of nausea actually. And because of that, for initial phase only.
Yeah.
Since like the first week of pregnancy onwards, I was like getting the nausea and I'm not able to eat anything,
Oh.
not even the medicine. So initial few days, it was like very difficult and challenging for me. It might be because of this, all the rush is there, no, in my mind. No,
Yeah.
exam is there, I have to do this thing. And in that rush, might be this, all the changes happen. And this is how my body reacted.
Hmm.
So that time, actually, yoga helped me a lot because of this certain breathing work, breathing practices, and the Omkar.
Hmm.
I was every day practicing Omkar during the pregnancy, and this simple Omkar chanting actually helped me to realize this, what you are doing in your life, and which helped me to slow down
Right.
and accept the changes. And then after that, when I really start enjoying my pregnancy, when I did my first sonography,
Oh, wow.
that time I saw that new life, how it is there within my womb. I saw, and that time onward, I was like so attached with that new life. And I don't know, I can't express my feelings in word. What kind of feeling was there that time? I was so happy to see. You can call it as this is nothing but a miracle, no?
Yeah.
And God has chosen you for this. And that day, I still remember. This is one of my best day of my life. You can call it as. That time, the whatever hormonal changes happen in my body or what, that time onward, I feel like I'm something new. And I start living that phase of life. How am I going to manage actually? That was the worry was there in my mind. What does certain thing in your life? And that last final exam of my MD was the best exam of my life. Because I got actually the distinction,
Wow.
which I never got in my UG. So it was like, see the change.
Yeah.
So it was very mesmerizing thing. So having baby. So I would like to tell to each and every female who is pregnant, slow down,
Yeah.
be with yourself, understand yourself, and enjoy that moment because they are not going to come back.
True. That's
So
true.
feel that, enjoy that, be with that moment, experience the each and every cell, how it is healing, how it is energizing, how each and every cell of your body is saying that you are becoming a mother.
Yeah.
That you should experience. These all are the experiential things. Nobody can, only the mothers can understand this thing.
Yeah, that must be a beautiful experience for you. And as you were saying that it was a miracle, I literally had goosebumps. Wow. Really. So
Yeah, still I am getting that goosebumps.
seriously, it's totally a miracle because bringing a new life to this world is completely magic in itself.
Yes, now female says that yes, it is very challenging giving birth, feeding, taking care of baby. But once you become mother, this all the things fades away automatically. So
Yeah.
no worries about the future because during the pregnancy only they are having these all the worries and tension.
Right.
So don't worry about the future things. Enjoy presently. That one thing I would like to tell each and every pregnant.
Yeah. That's actually a really great advice. Next, as you know, every woman nowadays is working. So I would like to know, like, how do you balance being a mom, a healer, guide to others, founder of, yeah, of Swasti Yoga Center? How are you managing it all?
I think that because I'm a mother and the pregnant, I think automatically the universe or the people around us get changed.
Mm-hmm.
You take an example of husband. Husband plays a very important role during your pregnancy. If he is supportive, your pregnancy will be the best phase of your life. If he is not supportive, don't ask. So it is like my husband is very supportive. So it was a fun part of my life,
Wow.
And my daughter born on, on 14th Feb, Valentine's Day.
Right.
So before the birth, we just celebrated at midnight the Valentine Day, me and my husband.
Yeah.
And that day we got on.
Wow. That's so
Very like every Valentine Day we celebrate with her. Instead of giving rose, we give honey to each other.
That's a good one.
That's the best gift of
That's
life.
true. Best gift for both of you. Wow. Lovely. Okay, next, we'll move to another section. Like for all the women, those who might be pregnant now or maybe trying to conceive. So, how women can start today? For any women listening right now, maybe she's 7 weeks pregnant or 7 months in and overwhelmed. So, what's the first thing she should do today to help her mind and body?
First important thing I would like to tell, sit quietly. Not on chair,
Yeah.
on ground.
Yeah.
That was important thing I would like to tell each and every woman. If you are just pregnant, keep a habit of sitting on ground.
Mm-hmm.
Because nowadays we are having sofas and the table, the dining table and this all the things. So we forgot how to sit on the ground. So first start with this practice of sitting on the ground. Second, after sitting, close your eyes and observe yourself, who you are. Try to understand that who and what is the purpose of this phase of your life. So as a mother, you are having only one purpose, that is having healthy and happy baby. So for next, whatever, 3 months, 4 months, 9 months, whatever you are, this is your goal. Because nowadays, females are performance oriented. They like to learn like this only. So this is your goal and you have to walk toward that goal. This is your project now. So do best as you can. So how to start with the yoga practice if you ask me? So start with the simple stretching practices where sit comfortably. So while sitting you can do the Parvatasana. While sitting you can do the lateral bending. While sitting, try to sit in Vajrasana if it is possible for you. Then yes, Baddha Konasana practice is very good for the female, but yes, first few months try to avoid. After that, you can start with like next trimester, second and third trimester, you do practice Baddha Konasana every day, which will help you to open up your pelvic muscles, which will help you to strengthen your pelvic muscles. And second important thing is try to do the meditation or mantra chanting every day, which will prepare your mind for the final phase. That is the delivery process, that parturition. Because that time you require a lot of patience, lot of courage to go through that phase. Because you need to tolerate a lot of physical pain. And that only female can tolerate, nobody else. Because they are having this power and strength to go through that. Right. So understand yourself. You are having that enough stress. So you are having that enough power. And try to realize that each and every day till your final goal. That is parturition.
That's a beautiful advice for all the moms to be, I think. So before we wrap up, let's move on to the next segment, a quick rapid fire. So let's start. The first one, first yoga pose every pregnant woman should learn.
First is sitting in Sukhasana, and in second and third trimester, Baddha Konasana.
Great. Second, biggest mistake first time moms usually make.
They mostly trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
They wanted to be a perfect mother. You are already. That's why God gave you these things.
Yeah, that's true. It's
But they changed God's thing.
it's actually a God's gift that one was able to conceive. So that's a biggest thing in itself. So one should embrace that you're currently pregnant or having that beautiful phase in your life. So yeah, great.
Because you know why I'm saying that, trying to be perfect. Because like now they see the pregnancy as a performance or project. And what they do, their goal is what? Having normal delivery, normal parturition. They don't want scissor.
Yeah.
And it's in their mind.
Yeah.
And to achieve that, they start doing first day onward only the different thing, which actually takes them from the changes which are happening within them. They can't even experience that. They become goal oriented. They focus on the goal and they forget to enjoy this phase of life.
Yeah.
So this is my suggestion to each and every female, that you never know what is going to happen after 9 months, but enjoy now. This moment, you're having baby with you. Why are you thinking of getting baby in hand? Yes, you're going to get it in hand later. But now, it's there within you. Once it comes out, yes, you are not going to get this experience. So, have fun with this.
Very true. Okay, last but not the least, your message to every pregnant woman out there.
Yes, the message for pregnant women is you are already doing enough. No need to overexert yourself. Just keep yourself quiet, breath, trust the journey, trust on self, and enjoy each and every phase, each and every moment of your pregnancy.
Wow, that's a heartfelt message for every pregnant woman out there. Thank you so much, Dr. Shwetambari, for sharing your wisdom and experience with our Healthy Pinch audience. I'm sure that every woman listening out to this podcast episode will help, will get a lot of help in their pregnancy journey to accept the changes, and not only in pregnancy, but overall in their life. Basically, to accept everything, whatever is happening in their body, is the best advice that you have given. So, never try to control anything, but go with the flow, accept everything, whatever is coming in your way, and then your life will turn totally beautiful. And thank you so much that you gave so much of insightful things to even me, because I learned a lot today, new and fresh perspectives on each and every topic related to pregnancy, PCOS, and female health. So thanks a lot for being a part of this Heal Her Journey episode. It means a lot. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Japilji, and best wishes.
You just heard an inspiring story and science backed wisdom from a mom, a healer, and a yogi. And if you are on your pregnancy journey or planning one soon, don't wait, because this is not about fancy poses. It's about connecting with your baby, with your breath, and with yourself. Join our pregnancy yoga programs at Healthy Pinch and book your 1:1 personalized diet chart plus yoga consultation. Or simply DM us and let's walk this sacred journey together. Like, share, tag a mom to be, and subscribe to Healthy Pitch. Your hormones, your healing, your journey starts now. Do subscribe our channel so that you never miss an episode. And until next time, stay healthy, stay happy.